live stream. This is of a 2001 comedy that came out a long time ago. This is the first one, not the sequel. Zoolander. Yeah. Ben Stiller, 3% body fat, 1% brain activity. And this movie's an hour and 29 minutes, so it's pretty short for a comedy, so that's good. Let's get started. Because some comedies go on way longer than 90 minutes. They go like an hour and 40, an hour and 50, or sometimes 2 hours. This one's a nice even balance, so. There's a lot of recognizable faces in this movie, and it's very funny. Especially Will Ferrell, because he's a cartoon in almost everything he's in. This was before Elf, yeah. Because this was a cult hit. It was not a financial hit. It came out, like, I think right after 9/11. Not Malaysia, Asia. It's not China, it's Malaysia. Mugatu. It's a good looking movie for. This was directed by Ben Stiller, yeah. He also produced it and no part of the screenplay. His late father is in a cameo, Jerry Stiller. This movie's like an Austin Powers movie with fashion instead of spies. He's so funny, man. He has a dog instead of a cat. Mm-hmm. It's a weird movie. There's no doubt about it. But you have uh, you have Ben Stiller doing this, please, perhaps. Well, it is a Jewish holiday this week. That's why I don't really acknowledge it too much. It's Good Friday. That's his wife, Christine Taylor. Such a cutie. I'm removing the comments for people that are not my subscribers. Sorry. This. Look, he's puckering up to kiss somebody. Yeah, that's his wife. So, just like Adam Sandler, he has to put his wife in his movies. Him and Owen Wilson got good chemistry. She's lovely. We don't see her much in anything anymore, Christine Taylor, because Ben does most of the acting and directing. There's Trump. Yep, our president. There's, yeah, there's some cameos in the movie, and don't cancel me for this. Oh, you did subscribe. My bad. But some people are not subscribers. I don't want spam on my chats. If not, I'll shut it off. There's Christian Slater. Those cameos were done off camera, you know. There's Cuba Gooding Jr. A lot of cameos in this movie, but they're in the background. They're not shoved in your face like the second one. That's why I skipped the sequel and went. I saw Deadpool instead. That's funny. Does he? And plus, they waited way too long to do a sequel. The sequel should have came out in like 2005, not 2016. 15 years later, there's Natalie Portman. I love you, girl. I love you so much. Millie Bobby Brown ain't got nothing on you. You are the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in cinema. Mwah! I love you. There's Owen Wilson. Hansel. He cracks me up too. He's great on Loki. And I like some of his films. Hansel is German. Alright. There's Mila Jovovich. Yeah. She looks gorgeous in this movie, man. A lot of people hate her, but they keep forgetting that she's a very good-looking woman. She's always been attractive to me, even in Fifth Element and Cuffs. Ben Stiller also directed Cable Guy. That was like one of his first films he directed, but he's not in the film. Yeah, rest in peace, Jerry Stiller. We miss you, man. I miss him a lot. He was so funny. He was a good man, and he's in a better place. I believe that. Gal's not in this movie because she was a teenager when this came out, because she's younger than me. And this was 2001. I was 16, so she was like 15 when this came out. Yeah, Ben Stiller could be funny. Yes, he has a gay black lead, sidekick. Why? Because it was 2001. And Ben, the reason that happened is because Kevin Smith did that in his movie. He is such a cartoon guy. There's Fabio. No, it's see, he's self-aware. And Trump's cameo is like 2 seconds, guys. There's Lenny Kravitz. Now, I'm not interested in him. I'm interested in Zoe Kravitz because you saw how beautiful she is. Hey, Gwen Stefani. Yeah, there's a lot of cameos in this movie. Ben Stiller gets a lot of cameos for his films. And they're not forced like the Muppets or something like that recently because, geesh, they have like 50 cameos in like 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. These Mila Jovovich, yeah, she has beautiful big lips. Yeah, she's Ukrainian, guys, not Russian, Ukrainian. She was up. Let me see. Let me go get something. Hold on. Yeah, it's still active. Good morning, John. Says this is a comedy. I'll say that. Unlike the original Coming to America, this movie gets to the point. Yeah, this is 20 minutes shorter. Heterosexual guy. It's not 2 hours or an hour and 50 minutes. It goes in and goes out. I wish every comedy could be this short because some movies just don't know when to end. It's, I love the faces he makes. And he's like a Japanese commercial, Diet Coke. You know, Ben Stiller, he definitely puts himself out there. Also, the Madagascar movies. Ooh. What kind of a name is that? I saw this movie at the library years ago, and I was laughing hysterically. Uh, It's like the Oscars for. Hey, look, he's putting a Kanye. Lenny Kravitz is confused. You lost. Hansel won. Not you. It's like at the Oscars when they said, yeah, it crushed them so bad that some people just can't take a loss. This is why Bill Murray's so sour. When he didn't win the Oscar for Lost in Translation, he just got really depressed. Poor Ben Stiller got humiliated in front of everybody. All because you lost an award. The soundtrack is pretty good, Confused Loser. You lost an award, dude. You didn't lose your mother. Yeesh. Congratulations. He can't spell. He's dyslexic. Hi, Chrissy. You better be a subscriber and not spam. Don't feel too bad, Ben Stiller. You may never win an Oscar, but you at least he's wearing he's he's wearing pajamas with penguins on them. The Cuban people. Yeah, some of them donated money to the funds for the people that lost their homes in L.A. The fires. And this is really dark, this scene, because they go out to get a drink and then they die. And like it's again. See, they should have just drank and went home. The soundtrack is cool. This movie's an acquired taste, let's face it. Tommy Hilfiger. Movie makes me smile, and after 9/11, I need a lot of laughter, guys, because it was trash. Like, again, what are these guys doing? He's playing with gasoline, which is very flammable. This movie's funny, man. I needed to see this on this day. Again, why don't you recycle that magazine, you idiot? Again, flammable. Again, that's not juice, guys. It's gasoline. This would never happen today because with hybrid cars, you can't blow up. Hybrid cars don't run on gas. They're electrical. They could. Yep, and he's gonna. Yep, you're an idiot. It's kind of funny, but also really messed up. You're gonna light a cigarette in front of a gas-powered car. You're an idiot. That is just terrible. I know that's mean, but it cracks me up because they're idiots. It's like the beginning of the other guys when The Rock and Samuel Jackson jump off a building and then die. I'm like, that's really mean, but it's also hilarious because nobody's invincible. That New York City, yeah. And Mila Jovovich, she's so sexy, man. Again, this would not happen today. Is that David Duchovny in a cameo? Yeah, I think it is, but he doesn't. Dude, why would you interrupt a eulogy? Whoopee whoopee! There is. I donate blood and I do a lot of things for my community. That's why people like me. Well, Farrell, he could just make me laugh with just some sound because he's so funny, man. Don't talk to your wife like that, dude. You should worship the ground she walks on because that's what your wife is. She's supposed to be your better half. She's cute as a button. And she's not unlike Blake Lively, Josh. I know she's on your hit list or your list. Christine Taylor's never abused anybody. She loves Ben Stiller. Why would you want to party after 3 men died? Yeah, I really miss Jerry Stiller. He was so funny. Yes, I love it. Again, booty. a MacBook. He had such a personality. I don't get that. Mm-hmm. Gymnast. Jockey, not gymnast. Coal mining countries. Southern New Jersey. Look at that suit. Watch your back. Watch your back. There's John Voight and Vince Vaughn. See, there's a lot of people in there. There's a lot of famous people in this movie. It's crazy. It's crazy how many famous people are in this movie. Wink, wink. It's a self-deprecation. There's New York again, because Jersey is not far from where New York is. Mm. You don't tell a woman you need to do swipe on. Perry Ellis. Yeah, I remember that name. I know a lot of fashion names. I just don't wear fashion clothes because I'm like, it's expensive, guys. Clothes should not be expensive. It should be cheap. Like this sweatshirt I got last year. This was only 15 bucks for two sweatshirts. Yeah. The movie's funny. That walk he does is funny, man. And no, that's not blackface, guys. Their face is covered in coal. So if people are like, oh, this is racist, no, they're coal miners. They have soot on their face. This isn't blackface. This is not a minstrel show. They would never do that in a movie like this. The soundtrack is awesome. Again, they would never do this in a movie today. The mine shaft. Hi, John. Zoolander, the best comedy of the 2000s. It's a funny movie. Yeah. It's definitely underrated because it didn't do well at the box office because, again, bad timing. It came out in 2001. Like I said, this movie's weird and it's not for everybody. Clearly. This movie's weird. It's like the Little Mermaid on crack. Like they're cracking. That is funny. Avita. If this was released in the year 2000, this would have done better. Yeah, because comedies did not do well in 2001 after 9/11 because people weren't in the mood to laugh in the theater because they're scared. I don't get scared every time a tragedy happens, guys. You have to move on. I did. The pandemic was 5 years ago. I'm still going to the theater next week and in May. Oh, that's mean. I mean, again, it's a joke, people. Yeah. Again, the remake that still looks better than the effects in Little Mermaid, the remake. Is that a beeper? Man, the cell phone is small. No. He has a big M in the thing. It's like Megamind, except in that movie, he's an alien. Because Austin Powers Goldmember came out a year after this. Thank you. Take that, you freaking stereotype. The dog is white, too. Yeah, Stiller's like, I don't know what's wrong with this guy. Get out of here. This feels like an SNL sketch. It's, again, it's a bottle. Again, it's a bottle, you idiot. He's an idiot. That's funny, man. He threw the bottle like this. No, you don't. This movie's funny, man. Christina's cute as a button. I would love to touch her hair. Ballstein. Yeah, you get the joke? She's a decent looking woman, Christine. I think she's cute. Even to this day, she's very wholesome and not a hobo. Her hair is so good. Yeah, she has blonde hair. She has blonde hair, naturally blonde, straight hair. She's not as good looking as Brie Larson, but hey, Brie Larson is an Oscar-winning, gorgeous, cosmic cutie. Mm. Yeah, Mila is so sexy in this movie. People are forgetting. Like, she can't act. Yes, she can. In this movie, she can. Pier 12. It's a wig, but it's a sexy wig. I like it. She doesn't say much, but she does these faces that are just so hot, man. I don't know. I just got a thing for women to do these faces with their lips and their facial expressions. It turns me on. Gas. Blake is flawed, like every actor in this world. It's not something shocking. 31 minutes in, so we're about a third of the way through. The movie's pretty short. It goes by quick. It doesn't drag scenes for 5 or 10 minutes long, which I'm like, yeah, that's what's the problem with movies. It's too much improv. If she was Yelena, I would have lost my mind. But again, they waited too long. Because she actually is in that descent, not freaking Florence Puke Face, who can't act. And I have to sit and watch her for 2 hours. You're not a little late, Josh. It's only 32 minutes in. We're about a third of the way through. We still got another 50 something minutes. In the 2000s, she was trying, Josh, at least. Yep, he has a boner. She does bad movies because of who her husband is, Paul W. Anderson. When he doesn't direct her, she can actually put a decent performance here, and in The Fifth Element, and in Cuffs. He, she makes bad movies every now and then. Who the She's not the worst actress I've ever seen. I've seen way worse, guys. Sexy, man. These women are so sexy in this movie. That's so hot. So Monster Hunter didn't make $1 billion. Again, it was done by a director who doesn't care anymore. Don't do it. Relax. Don't do it. That was in the proposal, yeah. No, I don't. I disagree with that, Josh. Because again, this movie came out in 2001 before she did her first movie with Paul. Because she didn't do Mortal Kombat or Event Horizon or any of these other '90s movies. This movie's weird, man. Because this came out in the time when the 2000s where comedies were getting more weird and broad and more, in your face. Kids should not be working. They should not be working, especially when they're 5. Yeah, don't do that. That's all they can offer her. I disagree. Because, no. Have I mentioned that this movie's really weird? Look, who's there? Lance Bass and Little Kim and the late great Gary Shanley. Rest in peace, man. Why is he dressed like a superhero? That's not Ben Stiller, by the way. Doing her hair so blonde. Lexi did a devil. Yeah, that was a Limp Biscuit. Yeah, yeah. No, that was not a dream. That was a fever nightmare. I disagree. I'm like I have to, Josh, because she still has her look. She's still a woman. She didn't lose her identity like Ellen Page. Comedy is still around, and I just feel like it's kind of dead. It's dead when they're not trying. Because Red One didn't do well, but people liked it. They clapped at the end. I don't ever hear applause for a comedy nowadays, unless it's actually funny. That is your wife, dude. You're married. We already know. Yeah, I miss Gary Shandling a lot. He didn't have a talking scene. It was just a clipboard, but he was another Jewish man. Yeah, because I'm trying to acknowledge them this weekend, just because of who they are, and I want to support them. People that are bothering Gal, leave her alone. She didn't do anything to you. She's not a terrorist. She's an actress model that should be more respected. She does. Yeah, she did a bad movie. Yeah, no one. Karen did Stuber. That wasn't exactly stellar. It was a bad movie. I just thought some of it was meh because it could have been funnier than it was. I'd rather sit through this than Kind of Pregnant on Netflix because things on streaming, usually comedies on streaming, are terrible. Back in Action was a surprise. I thought it was decent. That's his wife. Of course, you're gonna. If you want to work with somebody, work with someone close. It's not hard for you to find something new, Josh. I find something new every day. Yeah, touch the hair. See, he knows his stuff. Yes, touch that hair. Touch it. You must. She has beautiful blonde hair, and you know what that does to me, guys. I still prefer brunettes, but hair is good. It always was good on a woman, and it should stay on a woman. On the head, not anywhere else, like the armpits and all. Her accent is sexy in this movie, Josh. And those green eyes, she could try voice acting. Why not? It's not gonna hurt. If no one wants to see you on camera, at least you can use your voice. Gal's done some voice acting. Did, did she get attacked when she did Wreck-It Ralph 2? No. Leave her alone. She didn't do anything. She's just trying to work. She's a mom. Something that these idiots in other countries don't even know, will never know about. In the sequel, she's played by Kristen Wiig, and you know what she does to me. This is David Bowie's cameo, man. Hey, Winona Ryder. Yeah, I've been watching Stranger Things. She's great in that. She's fantastic. Like she shows so much emotion in that. Because my watch list on what is a lot. I know, Josh, like 3,000 films. I do things less. Less is more. I don't see 30 movies in one day. I see one at a time. Doesn't do voice acting, but she could try. Paris Hilton. Hey, Billy Zane, yeah. A lot of famous people in this movie. So still good, a good actor. I've never seen Titanic, but I liked his performance in Legends of Tomorrow and The Phantom. They're rivals, and then they become like best friends. This scene is funny, man. There's no redheads in this movie, Josh. Sorry, because this is a early 2000s movie. Tomcats I do prefer more than this movie because again, the women in that movie are almost unmatched. Because it's like every 5 minutes you see these women and they're absolutely gorgeous, man. I can't I can't stop looking at them. Every 5 minutes, literally, every time there's a woman on screen, just no, that's not something that's aged well. I'm not gonna repeat that. Yes, we know, Owen Wilson. You did Loki for 2 seasons. He works with Ben Stiller a lot, not just in this movie and the sequel, but also in Night at the Museum. Some people just didn't get this movie. I do because I have ADHD and a lot of comedies that are broad and are weird. Sometimes I'm drawn to that. Yeah, the Phantom is underrated. It deserves a reboot because yeah, he's purple. I get it. I like the costumes in the movie because people think Honora's funny. I'm like, Honora's a dramatic piece, guys. It's not for everybody because it's weird. There's a lot of screaming. There's a lot of talk. There's a lot of weird jokes and weird facial expression and visual gags. But it's PG-13, so it's not. Seriously, what is with men? There's a lot of famous people in this movie, and why are men always like in competition with each other? I don't get it. Yeah, this is the David Bowie cameo. Man, I miss him a lot. He doesn't sing in the movie, no. I know it's dramatic. It's not, and some people were laughing. I don't get it. Or even the substance, which I heard good things about, but I don't want to see something dramatic right now. Here it is. Yeah. I miss you, David Bowie. Thank you, man. Labyrinth was a performance that I'll never forget. He was a Brit that had talent. That's something we barely have now. I miss you, man. I miss you a lot. I don't want to cry. So he's in a better place. Yep, here it comes. Beat it. Yeah, what a wonderful man with one of the best voices I've ever heard. Yeah, rest in peace, Michael, as well. There's a lot of people that are dead. Not all of them, just a few people. Yep, work it, guys. This movie's funny, man. Not here. What is that? Not Tyrese Gibson. That's the other model. So beat it. This movie has a lot of copyrighted music. That's why I'm wearing headphones. I wanna take you to it. Oh man. So beat it. Beat it. Beat it. Don't you want to be defeated? Oh, I miss you, Michael, man. So much talent in this movie, man. The, there's just men just jumping. Facial toner. He's clipping his stunt man. It's amazing. You guys, you're not boxing. You're just dancing. It's amazing, though. The stunt people that do the stunts for these two. I don't want to know. Yeah, don't try this at home, guys. Tyson, yeah, Tyson something. I forgot his last name. He's also a model too. Yeah, he tries it and it doesn't work. Yeah, no surprise there. No, I'm not going for it. That's weird, man. Yeah, with boxers, it's harder to do it. Yeah, Mila looks like she's like a Ukrainian dominatrix in this. And remember Tomcats, that scene? Yeah. Mm. Atinka. Don't answer the phone when you're driving. It's dangerous. It's very dangerous, guys. That's why people get into car accidents. Back to the Future too, yeah, in the Cafe 80s. Yeah, get it, sex jokes. Ha ha ha. David Duchovny. This was after the X-Files movie came out, the first one. A lot of cameos in this movie. This movie could rival any movie that has cameos now. That's including some MCU movies as well, because there's a lot of cameos in like Deadpool and Wolverine and such. But here, it's like there's like 45 cameos. No, the man, the man who killed Abraham Lincoln. That's James Marsden. Yeah, again a cameo, another cameo. A lot of cameos in this movie, man. Some of them make me smile. Some of them kind of are dated, and some make me sad because two of them have passed away. Mainly Bowie and Bowie, Shandling, and of course Jerry Stiller. It's amazing how Ben Stiller has so much humanity in his eyes. You can see it. Again, Jewish. They have this nature to them when they're nice, when they're not off their rocker. They have this kindness in their eyes. That's what I see in Gal. Not just her gorgeous body and this accent. It's those eyes. People just don't see it. Hmm. Hmm. That's any female models. A lot of them don't even eat. Yep, there he is, Patton Oswalt. Yeah, I don't know where that scene was in the movie. Again, it's a weird visual. Again, this movie's weird, man. Yeah, like the Manchurian Candidate or Bucky from Civil War, where they read that book and he was like, "No, stop it, stop it." She's not a she-male. Don't say that. She's not a she-male. Mila is completely 100% female. I know. I've seen her in lots of stuff. At the bus. I hate Hansel. Again, it's just Owen Wilson in a wig, or maybe that is his hair. I don't know. He still looks better in that hair than Chris Pratt did in Electric State. What's your opinion, Cody Rhodes? He's a good wrestler. I love his theatrical entrance. You know, the whoa and all that. Yeah, and the American Nightmare. That song, yes, it's awesome. He's gonna have a great match with Cena at WrestleMania, even though Cena being heel makes no sense. It's 10 years too late. Triple H, sorry, they should have turned him heel in 2010 or 2015 or something. Not in 2025. It's too late. Cena's older now, and he's gonna retire next year. It's too late. You go first. They also did another comedy that didn't do as well. The reboot of Starsky and Hutch. I haven't seen that one, but I'll see it eventually. This one's better though. I think this is a funny movie. This movie should have been one movie, not two. That was 30 years ago. Yeah, this comes out of nowhere. See, grown men can hug, and it's not weird, guys. There's nothing wrong with that. A skating, a skateboarding rink. Little people. A goat. It's an Asian country. It's where that's where Michelle Yeoh's from. She was born in Malaysia. Tea. I don't drink tea. Did I see this in theaters? No. This came out around the same time as 9/11, and I didn't go see it. I was in high school at the time, so I couldn't afford to go to the theater in 2001 by myself. I didn't start going until 2003. There's probably some weed in that tea. They don't show it because this is a PG-13 movie. They can't show drug use in a PG-13 now because it's a PG-13. R they can. Christine, you're not fat. You look beautiful. You are a pretty girl. magazines that people don't read anymore because people rather just watch. I get it. But plus size women are sexy too. We all have a different look. People come in all shapes and sizes. We're an hour in, so yikes. Yeah, that's not no laughing matter. No, you idiot. She had an eating disorder. It's not a laughing matter. That's. Mm, ugh. I think they broke character because they're cracking. She has nice feet. It is. They shouldn't doubt themselves. A girl's body is a work of art, Josh. I've been saying that for years. Yeah, he does these weird faces. It cracks me up. He's like doing a scowl or something. No, this is a PG-13 movie. Mm. Yep. Again, that's his wife. He can do whatever he wants with her. This is how the Challengers movie should have been, Josh. Two men after Zendaya, not whatever the hell they did with that movie. Oh, they're gay for each other again. I told you I don't see movies for that. See, it's short. They showed nothing because it's a PG-13 movie. Hansel. Hold off. The name from Frozen. Again, we know. Again, we know, Ben Stiller. You don't have to preach to the choir. We're so cute. She was also in Dodgeball. Of course, she was bisexual in that because things were changing in the mid 2000s, which is weird because it comes out of nowhere and not in a funny way. It's just like, oh, Mm-hmm. Turn off my phone. Makeup. Yeah, I don't do my own makeup. I'm not unless I'm a clown. I'm not gonna do it because I don't paint my face. I'm not gay. There's Godfrey and this other guy. The Mugatu show. They're elite. Again, this is a joke that would not be done today. Them pretending to be minorities, yeah. Let's just say that people will take offense because they're like everybody's so racially sensitive now. Why? I don't get it. It's acting. It's not real. It's not like they're doing blackface in a minstrel, documentary or something. You know what that is, right, Jack? A minstrel show? Yeah. Let's just say I won't be doing any movies about that because I know how sensitive people are. Like, there's a movie called Bamboozled. Yeah, I will not be. I'll either review it, but I will not use anything racist on my channel. In my in the thumbnail, I can't because I'll I'll not get canceled. They'll shut down my YouTube channel. God, you're so sexy. I remember those computers in the 2000s. For some reason, they were really bulky. Again, that's not going to make the computer work, guys. Ric Flair, again, no comment. Malaysia, not Eurasian. It's almost 7 o'clock there. I couldn't stop him. No, it's not. You have to turn on the computer and just get them. These guys are idiots. You get it? They're not tech savvy like me. Again, another joke that would not be would not be allowed today because Asian hate. Yeah, people can't go through that again. Yay, the black gay stereotype. Yeah, again. I'll take Mila Jovovich's hot, sexy accent over some gay guy going, "Oh my God, doing this." Yeah, no thanks, okay? I'm not a bird. I don't flap my wings. She should do this thing with her lips. Is so sexy. I know she's a villain. Jerry Stiller. Why does he look like the Crow? He looks like the Crow remake, which was terrible, I heard. Yeah, he has that black eyeliner and the hair, yeah. You didn't see the remake of The Crow, did you, Josh? Because I couldn't sit through it. Bill Skarsgård is not the Crow. Brandon Lee is the Crow. He always will be the Crow. There have been other actors that have played the Crow, but he's the best and has never been touched. Yeah, he's an emo character, but he's a good emo character. Like a mix of Luna Loud and and also what's her name? Lucy Loud. You have big lips, Mila. Big lips. It's a fashion show. Look, eco-friendly costumes. They're weird though. Is he wearing a plastic bag? Excuse me. This movie's funny, man. And I love when Will Ferrell screams at him. Again, that was sexy Mama Jamma. I know, guys. But there's no black girls in this movie. Sorry, not let's make it. Yep, there's Limp Bizkit again. Little Kim. That's when she was relevant. Lance Bass, you're gay. Get out of here. Rest in peace, man. Gary Shanley. No, you can't. Again, this movie has imagery like a crazy anime. Don't do it. Oh, that was Steven Dorff from Blade. Um, Again, another good stunt. There's some good stunt work in this movie for a comedy. It's got some. There's no bad CGI in this movie. The costumes in this movie are so elaborate and weird. Hansel. It's a German name. People call them. They say Hansel, not Hansel. We say Hansel, but in Germany they say Hansel. Like, oh, low blow. Again, that's an amazing stunt, man. People don't realize that this movie has a lot more good than bad. There's some jokes that don't work, but it's very few. It's like two or three. There's a lot of cameos in this movie because it's fashion shows in New York. New York has a lot of celebrity appearances. This movie's funny, man. It just cracks me up. The third, when, yeah, relax, don't do it. Yeah, relax, don't do it. Relax, Disney, don't do it. Don't you dare make Elsa gay because if you do, I will never forgive you. Thank you. Yeah, I wouldn't try that. We know. He's the villain of the movie. Yep, here comes the scene. Will Ferrell's so good, man. You're an idiot. You just destroyed a computer. Oh, you were so sexy. Again, you, yeah, that was a funny line. Again, suck it, Yelena Belova. This is how you do a sexy Russian lady or Ukrainian woman. Even even her makeup is sexy in this movie. Yes, Josh, that's how heterosexual I am. Again, another place that doesn't exist anymore. Kmart doesn't exist anymore. Hmm. Thank you, Jerry Stiller. Yeah, Jerry Stiller, you're dearly missed, man. Sarah Bernhardt, yeah, it's a lot of big names in this movie. Yeah, I love this. This is the meltdown. Look, it's right. Yeah, I know. Blue Steel, just like the hobo. They're the same face. I do notice it, Will. Yeah, me too. He's the best, man. I love him. Him and Jim Carrey, they just commit. Done, Derek. Nothing. Yes, Josh, I did scream like that when I reviewed Force Awakens because again, I did that because that's what the hobo. Will Ferrell's the best, man. I love him and Jim Carrey. Him, Jim Carrey, and yeah, they crack me up, man. They commit and they when they scream, it just kills me. I did scream like that when I finished my review for The Force Awakens. You know why? Again, what is that? Mag Magnum. I guess he just yeah, The Matrix. Because again, did I mention this is an early 2000s movie? He just puckered his face, and then some weird anime visuals showed up. When Will Ferrell screams, it just cracks me up, man. He's funny, man. Actually, boy, you don't have a son, you have a daughter, Angelina Jolie. Yeah. Thank you, but I miss you, Jerry Stiller. I don't want to cry. Just breathe. Yeah, I'm okay. I don't want to start bawling like a baby because I miss him a lot. He says I love that kid. There's a lot. There's a lot of honest, dialogue in the movie. Yeah, go kiss your wife. You're a good man, Ben Stiller. Never change for anybody. You saw he got black on her face. That's kind of funny. It's got a heart. This movie has some heart. Zoolander. Read well. Those kids. Those kids are so happy to have a cameo. D DZ like Discovery Zone. This is fun. Why do people have anime hair in this movie? Ben Stiller must be an anime fan. It's a happy movie. It never gets super dark. Like, there's one major dark scene that was in the beginning of the movie, but it's not a black comedy. It's a weird, absurd, but funny movie, and it's aged well for me mostly. It's a comedy. Learn to have a sense of humor. It's gonna help you a lot. Yes, that look at his anime hair. You do. It's a fun movie. Watch it and go in with an open mind. Does his best friends that accidentally kill themselves? It's a fun movie. That was Zoolander. It should have been one movie. We did not need a sequel. It makes me smile, and it made me laugh a lot. It's a fun movie. Don't do it. Drake Sather, Sam Ben Stiller, and John Hamburg. They wrote the script and the story. A fun movie. It deserves more attention. 83 minutes. See, not long at all. I think there's a gag reel at the end. Let me just fast forward a little bit of it. Fast forward a little bit of it to see if there's any scenes at the end. I forgot if there was one. It's a funny movie, man. It's held up a lot better than some comedies now where they're dated after like a year. Yeah, that's it. There's no scene at the end, but it's a fun movie, and I had a ball watching this again for Good Friday because it is a Good Friday for me, making and getting laughs after that long walk I had yesterday. But this is a fun movie, and there's a lot of people here that are no longer with us. May they rest in peace. Thank you, Ben Stiller, for directing this movie and writing it and putting your dad in there, and your beautiful wife, and of course Owen Wilson, who has good chemistry with, and in most of the movies he's done. But thanks for watching. Acknowledge me. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a longer film, Flight of the Phoenix, the remake from the 2000s as well. So have a safe Good Friday and be safe, and don't be racist, and watch a movie like this. It makes you feel good. See ya.